You've seen us in the kitchen. You've seen us in hotels. You've seen us from hospitals. But you've never seen us from here. Now, live from the floor, presenting...
Welcome to Crocs on the Floor.
I am Brian.
And I am Jessica. Yes, today we're sitting on the floor because why not? It's just one of those days that we were like, hey, you know what? Let's sit on the floor. So you guys have a lot of burning questions for us all the time. And I realized the other day we hadn't done a Q&A video in a very long time. So I was like, let's put it out there on Instagram. Let's put it out there on YouTube and ask for questions. We got like 60 plus questions in all different varieties and different categories. I have curated them into different categories to make this easier to get through. And we're going to start with the most burning question that everyone out there has. When will you start getting back into cooking and doing recipes? Soon, I promise. We're getting there. Part of, if you guys have been following along with a little series of us getting our kitchen ready in our house, we seriously are so close. It's so hard to film recipe videos in like his parents' kitchen because there's just a lot going on, or just, it's just a lot. And so we have so many, you've been working on, I mean, how many recipes do you have that are like you're developing right now?
Oh, I'm easily into the like 10 to 15 range at this point.
He's got so many things.
And that's just in the last few months. So.
Yeah. So he's been developing them. We just haven't been filming them. And like I have a whole process of being like, okay, Brian, let's make this into something that someone else could make and measure out all the things and all that.
I'm a lot better at that now though.
Yes. You are getting a little better at writing down what you actually do in the kitchen. Because when I taste something and I'm like, what is this? And how'd you make it? It used to be just like, I don't know. I just threw all this stuff together. So yes, we have that. Also, we've been thinking about releasing some like PDF cookbooks at some point. If you guys are interested, is that something you would pay like 10 bucks for? Or what would you pay? What would you want? Like, is it something you would want at all? Or do you just want us to just keep posting our YouTube stuff, which we will do anyway, but
there are no wrong answers.
But yeah, what do you guys want from us? We want to do a cookbook someday, like a real cookbook, but we would love to know if you guys want some other kind of PDF of like our top recipes, our favorite recipes, or any of that kind of stuff. Number 2, are you still vegan? Is your daughter vegan? So I have eaten 100% plant-based vegan for over 3 years now, because 2022, 2023, 2024. Yeah, over almost 3.5 years now. That's just a choice that I made, and our daughter is also 100%, well, okay, 99.9%, because there was that one time she got into some crumbs of Tess's gluten-free, but definitely not vegan carrot cake. It was hilarious, and she definitely ate some of them, but just a little few crumbs. Brian?
I have never claimed to be vegan, but I do eat a vastly predominant plant-based diet. I mean, I keep telling people I am well over 99% plant-based in my yearly diet, but occasionally on holidays, I stray away from that and I eat what family members have made, you know, or something like that. But like, we don't buy non-vegan stuff, that's for sure. But yeah.
Number 3, will you ever do another potato diet? Never say never. No. Oh, what? We both answered never. So, I'm going to say never say never.
We might do something like a Mary's Mini again at some point, but will we ever do like the 2-week potato diet? No, I'm never going to do that again. I'm sorry.
Never say never.
You would have to really convince me to do it.
Number 4, please talk about getting back into routine after going off track, your mindset, etc.
Do it.
Woo. Do it today.
Just
don't do it tomorrow. These are all things that I tell myself.
If you messed up this morning, make your next meal compliant. And
don't be all or nothing.
Yep.
Which is, I'm all or nothing, so I'm really the worst person to answer this question. It's really, for me, I just have to convince myself if I can get back into my routine for like 7 days, it'll be locked in. But I have to get past that like first week, and that's the hardest part. So as you're in that first week, just keep saying it's going to get easier. It's going to get easier. It's going to feel better. You're going to, all things will get better. You just have to get through the bad to get to the good.
Yeah, I'm in complete agreement. As far as getting back on track for stuff, you just have to really convince yourself that the stuff that you are craving, the stuff that you want to buy, is not the stuff that you need right now, and just move on from there. And don't buy it. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, do not buy the stuff. Do not keep it in your house if you don't want to eat it, and you will have a much easier time avoiding it.
All right, to wrap up this recipe, whole food, plant-based section of our Q&A video, how is your weight loss going?
I mean, obviously, I would like to do more of an in-depth video on this kind of thing, but my weight loss is progressing nicely. Actually, my doctor said that it's going fine. My dentist even noticed that I'd lost weight, which was fantastic. But right now, I'm roughly 40. Well, getting closer to 45 pounds down from where my highest was last year.
Yeah.
So not my highest ever, but my highest last year.
You're way below your highest ever.
So like basically right around when I got diagnosed with cancer, I'm down 45-ish pounds
from that point.
Yeah. And only like what, a pound or something of it was kidney. So
yeah.
You know,
there you go. For me, it's been definitely a little bit more slow going, but my trend is downward. I've been trying not to like weigh myself every single day, but when I do weigh myself, it's definitely trending downward. I am still working through a lot of things. The emotional stuff that we've been going through has not helped me greatly, but I'm still trending downward, so I'm still calling that a success at this point. All right, on to the next category, which is very similar category, but a little bit different angle here. It's food and cooking. Number one, when will you start cooking again? Well, we never stopped cooking. But I think you mean when will we start showing you our cooking again? And that is same as the recipes and all that. Once our kitchen is ready, and it's a whole work in progress. Again, watch those videos. It's really going to be fun. It's not going to be a traditional looking like polished kitchen at first, because we're doing a temporary setup right now on a budget. And we're just trying to get it functional, and then we will go in and make it the kitchen of our dreams in a few years. But
I'm sure that question's going to be asked at some point too. So
yes. So yes, we're so close, you guys. We are just so close. But we are always cooking.
Yes.
Number two, what is your favorite go-to meal right now, Brian?
So I have two that are like my go-tos, and basically it's just what I eat for breakfast and dinner. For breakfast, I'll typically have like tofu and potatoes, and then whatever else veggies we might be happen to lie around. But my go-to meal for right now is a lot of beans, but specifically I'm making this, creamy bean dish that is amazing.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's super
got some
good.
Sun-dried tomatoes in there.
It's packed with protein, and it's got a massive amount of flavor, and it's phenomenal. I love it.
Yeah. For me, right now, it's potatoes and salad. So either like, sometimes I'll do sort of like a taco salad-esque kind of thing, or sometimes I'll do like a regular salad with like the ranch dressing from Healthspan Solution cookbook.
Mm-hmm.
I'll also do just potatoes loaded with like the cheesy sauce from Healthspan Solution, or, you know, broccoli, roasted broccoli, any of that kind of stuff. Just potatoes and salads. Like, that's my favorite right now. So,
yeah.
Let's see. Number three in this category is, what do you love to bake? I love to bake a lot of things. I used to love baking cookies a lot, like around the holidays. And since that's not really a part of my life right now, I have developed some recipes. One of my favorites is my butternut pecan muffins, which we will show here and link to below, so you guys can check out that recipe. I'm super excited actually to try out that recipe on Elsie pretty soon here. So I think she's going to love it. They're sweet, but not like crazy sweet, and they have a lot of goodness in them. I'm actually looking forward to trying to develop some cookie recipes that I feel comfortable cooking with Elsie in the future, so that we can create our own holiday traditions that are not the, you know, really, really bad for you cookies that I would make. But I kind of want to make my own version of those. But at the same time, like if we, around the holidays, we're going to make something and it's going to be like the original, more close to the original recipe, but just a vegan version, like I'm fine with that as well. I'm kind of going to play it by ear. I want that to be part of Elsie's life. I don't want to like rob her of that. Let's see. He doesn't bake.
Potatoes.
He bakes potatoes. There you go.
For Jessica.
He bakes potatoes for me in the air fryer. Is that baking if they're air fryer? I guess.
There, it is on the bake setting.
Okay. Let's see. What is your favorite dish to cook? So, Brian, how did you answer that? Like, just in general, what's your favorite dish to cook? Not that you're eating right now. You said...
Did I say anything?
You said whatever you're cooking right now.
Oh, yeah, whatever I'm cooking right now, I guess.
At the moment.
That is my answer. Yeah, whatever I'm cooking right now.
My answer is I love to cook something where you have to chop up like a bunch of like peppers and onions and things into like the same size. And I use my little chopper tool, which I freaking love using because it makes everything the exact same dice. And then you put it into a hot skillet and you hear that sizzle when it goes down and it's all these beautiful colors. Whatever dishes require that, so a lot of like chilies and soups and stuff, there's something very, like, when we start doing that in the kitchen and getting those pots going with all those, colorful veggies and everything, there's something very, very just like satisfying about that.
Very true.
Let's see. What are your favorite whole food plant-based cookbooks? So we wrote down a little list here for you. Number 1, you guys can probably guess, is going to be the Health Span Solution. The recipes in there are just a whole nother level of whole food plant-based, like that it just blows your mind. So definitely check that one out. We also have been using the Plant-Based Baby and Toddler. Somebody mailed it to us when we were expecting Elsie, and we've been trying to make some of the recipes from there for Elsie, which has been really fun. So that one's been cool lately. Any books by Kim Campbell, any of the Plant Pure books, like honestly, Kim Campbell, genius. Like, I don't even know.
She's great.
She's great. Like, we love her, and anything she cooks is amazing. I would go over to dinner at her house any day of the week.
I'm sure we've been invited.
And then also anything from the Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show. Jill Dalton has 2, I think it's like Plant-Based Cooking Made Easy, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Any of her stuff is really amazing. Like what she does with that show every week, the cooking show that they do every week is just amazing. Her and her husband Jeff, like, amazing.
Yep.
All right, next in this section, do you have any good Crockpot recipes?
No.
No. We've never made any Crockpot recipes. We're the Crocs and we've never made Crockpot recipes. Next in this section, number 7, is how are you plowing through all those bananas? What recipes have you been making?
Mainly a lot of oatmeal for Elsie in the mornings. And Jessica has been making nice cream shakes and stuff like that. But that's essentially it.
So we still have
a bunch of bananas left.
We'll link to those recipes. They're all flat, frozen in there and looking amazing still in the freezer. But whenever we need a new bag, we pull it from the deep freeze freezer to our regular freezer and microwave them up if we're putting them in Elsie's oatmeal, and they just sort of nicely blend in with the oatmeal. But yeah, nice cream shakes. I want to make a really cool nice cream cake, maybe for one of our birthdays this year. Let's see. Next question. Okay, what kind of plant-based products do you buy? This person says they've been buying Beyond Burger plant-based products, and they bought a Beyond Steak. They bought the Beyond Steak plant-based tips. So they're wondering what kind of products that we like to buy. We do every once in a while for a special occasion, like we did a little cookout here in Columbus. We're still visiting with Tess and family here, and we did a little cookout, and we got some of the Beyond Burgers for that. Very rare occasion for us. But on a more regular basis, if we weren't trying to be on a budget right now, which we definitely are with all the stuff going on in our lives, what's your favorite product?
That is easily meaty. Meaty.
Give your commercial.
Meaty is it's a wonderful product. It's made from mushroom root, and they've got like chicken cutlets and steak and like a couple of others too. It's got pretty darn simple ingredients, very clean, And it's a fantastic product.
It sounds like Elsie woke up. Did you guys hear that? We got a friend. Elsie, can you say hello?
Hello.
Say hello.
Hello.
Can you wave? Can you blow kisses? Oh, good job, Elsie. Well, Elsie...
We were trying to get this done before she woke up. But
she just woke up from her nap, so Elsie's going to join us for a little bit. So he loves the meaty, as he was saying, which I do have the ingredient list, so we'll kind of put that up here just so you guys can see. It's a very small ingredient list for the meaty.
Yeah.
The other one that we maybe will buy is like the healthiest version of like chorizo or like beef crumble, like ground beef that I found is from Abbott's. And I'll put up the ingredient list there. But yeah, it's got a little bit of oil in it, but it's definitely a lot healthier than some of the other options. So we are, Elsie, no, don't knock over the camera.
Elsie, come here.
She's like, I want to knock over the camera. So we definitely, really like, the Abbott stuff as well. And they started making burgers too, but all in all, we actually try not to buy like too much of the processed plant-based stuff. We try to just like make our own burgers or make our own thing. Like we have a really good black bean burger that Brian made a recipe for several years ago. I'll link to that. We have like a quinoa falafel burger. We have all kinds of options. So we'd rather just buy the fresh ingredients and make the stuff ourselves.
And I'm working on another.
No! Bleep, bleep. Elsie interruption. Elsie interruption. Elsie almost knocked out our camera. But yeah, so we have, like I said, we have the, a black bean burger that Brian has done, a quinoa falafel burger. So we have a few different versions of that we've done. We've actually done a really good crab cake recipe too, a vegan crab cake. So we like to just try to make our own instead of buying the processed stuff.
And I'm working on another burger recipe too.
Oh, you are? I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, you haven't tried that one.
Let's see.
First attempt was a total failure.
The last question in the food and cooking category is your favorite avocado snack or dish. Mine is nothing because I hate avocados and I do not like them at all. Elsie loves avocados.
Yeah, she does.
She eats a few bites of one almost every morning from her papa, Brian's dad.
Yep.
And Brian?
I mean, I just like guacamole. That's like my go-to as far as any sort of avocado dish goes. But yeah. And I definitely prefer like homemade over any of the stuff that you can buy in any store. Just doesn't compare.
So with that, I think we're actually at a really good stopping point if we want to go ahead and continue this into a part 2.
Yeah,
because we've gone through the recipe, whole food, plant-based content, food and cooking categories. In the next video, we'll go through things about our lives, our jobs, random stuff about us, our house, and when we're finally going to move in, and a bunch of questions about little Elsie.
Little Elsie.
Oh, what's wrong,
She's like,
Elsie?
no, I don't want to be held anymore.
No.
Go. Run away.
She's a toddler. She is
toddling.
She is toddling. She'll be 20 months in a few weeks. She is definitely a toddler, but she is an amazing girl. Yep. But yeah, we have questions about her and a few other random things.
I'm going to quickly close this one out though.
Yes.
Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Click the bell is right next to it. Elsie. You'll get notified whenever we post a new video. You can also find us on social media, Facebook and Instagram. Send us comments, message, whatever, all that kind of fun stuff. But I think that's all I got for this one.
That's definitely all I got.
We will see you next time on Crocs in the Kitchen.
Bye.
Bye. Elsie girl, what are you doing?